lotion on.
Yes, guys, it is the next episode of the Bikini Insider, and of course, the Arnolds have just ended. It is Friday, and there is one person I've been desperate to get back on because Marnie predicted it is going to happen. Let's pay respect. Marnie got it right. Let me
Yes.
let me introduce this properly. And the new Arnold Classic Bikini 2025 champion. History in the making. It is Vanya. Vanya, my God, has it dust settled? What is
A
going on
little bit
in your mind?
now. A little bit now. I mean, the Saturday, Sunday, it was just like, what's happening? But now I find myself waking up like every morning now, I wake up and I'm like, I'm Miss International. Like I won the Arnold Classic. And then I'll go on my phone and like check pictures, like, is this really happened? I'm not daydreaming. And then I'll get up and I'll touch the trophy, like, okay, we did this.
That is literally amazing.
I just want to bring one thing because your coach, Kim, he put a post up. And I don't know if you guys have seen the post. It is the post of previous Arnold Classic winners
Yeah,
he
Uh-huh.
had.
see that.
And when
Yeah.
you scroll through, I put a comment in there. It's like a who's who of absolute legends. Laura Lee,
Hmm.
Janet, oh God, there was one other
Angelica.
name. Sorry?
Yeah.
Angelica.
Angelica, yes. Like literally a who's who. And now Vanya, you are
Yes.
part of that historical lineup.
You're a
Yes.
legend.
I didn't even know. I mean, I knew about Angelica. I knew, of course, Laura Lee and Janet, but the figure champ, Nicole,
Yes.
Sonia, like was the first bikini Olympian also. I'm like shocked. Like I'm part of his history, like you said.
Yeah, that is literally incredible.
It is mad. It is
Yeah.
mad. But look, I know, look, Kerry, mine, that you got some questions. I've got some video footage from the show, which I want to pull up as well, just so we can really navigate ourselves from prejudging all the way to that moment where the camera turned to you, you realize that you've taken first place. So we'll eventually get to that part.
Uh-huh.
But let me, before I let girls jump in, prejudging.
Hmm.
Prejudging is where it all happens at the start of Saturday morning. So just talk to me before I get the video up of you. Talk to me about how prejudging went for yourself, and what were you and your coach feeling as you left the stage when prejudging ended?
Oh, we felt really good. Being in the top three was pretty amazing. We really didn't know where we were in that moment. Like it was a first, second, or third. We knew 100% we are in the top three. Just looking at the picture, we were like, okay, maybe first, maybe second, maybe third. We talked about all the options. And we also talk about, okay, maybe I might win this show. Like this could be a big possibility. And of course, after prejudging, we also look at my physique and like what we needed to tweak going into prejudging. Like I had my rest, I had my nap, and then once I woke up, we like went straight to work.
Absolutely.
Just incredible.
Did you
Like,
know
I'm
that?
in
Did,
awe.
did you feel like on that day? Did you feel
Yeah.
like something was gonna happen good?
I knew that I was bringing a better package than Olympia package. Like I knew that.
Yeah,
I felt really good. I felt like I was like at a point where I was able to like deliver a good posing routine. I just felt really good. I just didn't know it was going to be the day for me.
Your energy though, Vanya, when we watch the posing, like what you've just said there, like I feel that when I watch the routine. I felt it when I was watching the live stream as well. I knew it was coming. I just had a feeling.
Thank
just
you. And even when I did my routine, like getting off stage after my routine, I was like, this is like the best I felt
Yeah.
after doing a routine. Because sometimes you do your routine and you're like, did I do this right? Did I hit this right? That right? But I got off stage and I was like, yeah, I think I nailed it. Like I think I left a great impression on people like, ooh, I want to see that again. Which what I always wanted.
for sure.
It's a real you put on a show. Like that is for sure. Um, I think, I mean, I said this to you when we had our review of the Arnold's. Like, for me, I think that is the complete package. Like, obviously, the level of posing amongst all the girls is high, but I feel like you really have a unique style when you walk out. And yeah, I think that probably put you above the other girls, I would say. I
Thank you.
um, I've already listened to a few other podcasts and stuff talking about how close the judges were on the prejudging stage and how hot the stage was and stuff like that. So you really like you almost can't tell in the way that you are performing on stage. Like you just look so comfortable up there. But I was gonna ask Vanya, like, people say that the lighting is very different when you do the Arnold finals versus
hmm
prejudging. Like, did you and Kim have to do any manipulations to bring a certain look to the finals, or did you just kind of keep everything as it was because you were so happy with what you brought?
We did a couple of things. I definitely ate a lot more going into finals because I know, like, as athletes, we tend to get tighter for the night show. And that was one of the things we were like, absolutely not, we cannot come in tighter. So that was the first time I had like two big meals with carbs. And then, of course, the extra rice cake and peanut butter backstage. But we definitely
Classic.
were. So I definitely had like two big meals. Usually I don't have that much food. And we also work on just my front pose because that was like one of the things when we look at the picture, we're like, oh, that leg looks pretty strong, and we need to find a way to make it look just like it's not showing that much definition.
Oh,
So we
do you mean like your back leg, your left
yes.
leg? Yeah. I
Yeah.
was gonna say that when I look at this here, that's one of the things that I noticed about you. It was almost like your pop and physique was like coming to life the more posing that you were taking through the rounds, and yeah, I just
Yeah.
see that in your physique. Your physique comes to life.
Yeah. And I tend to get tighter as I pose. So we knew like Kim had like the whole video, we were watching it, and we can tell like as I was posing, like everything was getting tight, but that back leg, I had no chills. Like it was just like, here I am. I'm in front of everyone's face. But it was hard because between prejudging and final, we had to find this balance of like, how do I position my foot to make it look less hard? And if I'm putting so much pressure on my toes, that was something I was worrying about going into a prejudging, like nailing the front pose without putting too much pressure on my toe.
Mm,
I
yeah.
was just
Look, honestly, look, I'm just like in awe looking at this. But it was
Vanya.
because you just didn't really know what way it was going to go, did you? Because they
No.
literally had each view in the middle, and it was kind of like, yeah,
Yeah.
no idea.
Uh,
It must have been hard.
Sandy did like what Steve usually does with the bodybuilders, get everybody had a taste of the middle. That's what we call like you get a taste of the middle, you get a taste of like, oh, you can be that first place. So I didn't know. It was just like, okay, this is top three. There was no top two confirmation also where it was like legitly this is top two. So I didn't know really. And Sandy had us holding it for so long.
I was
Gosh.
gonna I was gonna jump on this, Vanya, because when I was watching, you held the center spot the longest out of the three
Yes.
girls. So at any point, was that a mentality shift in your head, thinking, wait there, they're holding me in the center, they're not moving anybody else around. Something must be going on. Now, of course, it did swap you around this moment, but you
hmm
did hold the center spot for longest
Mm.
throughout that
Yes.
prejudging.
When that happened, I felt really good. I was like, okay, like I kind of knew I was like, okay, maybe I'm like top two because I've kept the middle for a long time. But what was going to my head, y'all, was do not drop your core. Do not drop your core. I was like, you better hold it. You're opposing coach. That was like exactly. I was like, you better keep your composure, like practice everything that you tell your clients, which I did. And like all my clients are like texting me, like, you didn't drop your core and stuff like that. So, but that's what I was mainly thinking about, like posing conditioning, like being able to show the judges that I can hold this for 2 minutes and still keep going.
Yeah,
Yeah, you were
that's one of
on.
the
You
hardest
don't even
things.
flinch. Yeah, you don't
That,
even flinch. You
yeah.
just, it's so effortless from you.
So,
I was gonna quickly make a comment actually, just in relation to obviously the top three here because I feel like they have gone for a slightly more detailed look out of the three. I would say, like, obviously, you took the first place, then I feel like, I don't know, maybe Ashlyn looks maybe the next tightest, and then Amy the third tightest. I don't know. I don't know if you guys would agree, Suki and Kerry, if you want to comment on that.
I would
Let me
We
agree.
just,
obviously haven't reviewed, but
I'm bringing up the finals now.
I
You
still,
guys have good videos. Are they like
yeah.
still on the site?
Yeah, you can still go on Arnold's site and you can still rewatch everything.
Oh, I'm gonna go today
Just,
and get
just
it.
don't make the mistake that I made on Friday night, where I just thought it was just the German commentary that was available. I didn't realize it was the English commentary. So I was watching
Ah.
with German. I was
Oh,
like, what?
I
What?
think I did that.
Sorry?
I
I
did
did
as
that.
well.
I was
Yeah.
watching it in German, just like just making my own reviews.
Yeah.
Like I'm just looking at the tie-ins there, on the top three, and wait, we're gonna stop now. There,
I
yeah.
was looking at
Like
Vania's calves. Ridiculous.
I know.
My calves, oh my gosh. I have not trained calves since I turned pro. Because when I turned pro, I realized I don't need to train calves. They just genetic. They're just there. And I think like with having calves and my back was, it just emphasized everything.
Yes.
Um,
Like it's just like a lot of people say, I mean, I do have muscle. I am one of the bikini that's more on the muscular side, but having those calves in the back pose, if I come in too lean, yeah, everything gonna be extra hard.
Mm,
I'm, I'm watching this again, and I remember compared to some of the other categories, this was a one where really, even towards the end, you were still, people watching, were still unsure about which way the judges were going. Open bodybuilding, it was just Derek and Samson. Men's
Mm-hmm.
physique, Erin and Ali. Even classic, they just brought Logan and Mike. But here,
Mm-hmm.
really, even when Maria will drop out at the moment, you still did not know the direction the judges were going to go.
Yes.
Is that how you
And
were feeling throughout the process?
so, yeah, I mean, after the confirmation round, can you guys hear me?
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
you're back.
Okay. After the confirmation round, I freaked out a little bit because I was like, damn, I really thought they were gonna do a top two confirmation round, right? But they did a top four. So it was just like, okay. I still knew I was in the top three, but it was just like, oh, I wish I knew that I was in that top two confirmation. So when I got off stage, I freaked out a little bit, like nervous, like super nervous, like texting my best friend. And I'm like, send me the video. I need to see what's going on. Like, what happened? And what she texted me, it was two of them. I text Sierra and I text Jessica, and I asked them the same thing. And they both said, no, go relax, go listen to your gospel, put your feet up, and then wait until finals. I said, okay. I was like, okay, I get it. I did exactly that. I just went backstage, put my music on, listened to gospel, talked to the girls, just trying to get my mind away. And I started feeling this calm peace coming over me. And I'm really happy that I did not watch the video or try to like analyze or, yeah. But I did freak out for a second.
Because in the finals here, if I remember correctly, we just watched the prejudging comparisons.
Mhm.
They were doing a lot more work with you girls at that point versus what it looked like in the finals. So, I mean, I expect this to go on a little bit longer. I mean, were you quite shocked that it was quite quick how they
Yeah.
did it?
Yeah, I was because when it's quick like that, I mean, I don't want to say that, but when it's quick like that, it's almost like, okay, they already made up their mind.
Yeah.
It's like they already made up their mind. At prejudging, it was more like, let's double check again. Okay, everybody's on where they're supposed to be. We got it right, and then that's it.
Mhm.
I feel like when it goes that fast, it's like, okay, everybody's where they're supposed to be. We got the scoring correct, or we got the judging correct, versus where they actually make you work a little bit longer at finals.
You
So,
know,
sorry for Kerry, what were you going to
I was
say?
going to say, watching this, you literally hold your core so well. What would you, do
Thank
you
you.
have any tips?
Um, pose. I mean, pose and conditioning. Hold your front pose for 10 seconds and just build that up. After
Mhm.
10 seconds, push for 15 seconds. After 15 seconds, push for 20 seconds. Don't go from 10 seconds to 20 seconds. That's a big gap. I know we're talking about seconds, but when you're on stage for a minute, that Cindy, I don't know how long Cindy had us holding it, but I'm gonna say a minute. But when you're on stage and you're holding that front pose for a minute, it feels like 5 minutes,
Mhm. That's
right?
something I always struggle with, if I'm honest.
It feels like 5 minutes. So I tell my client, and I even tell myself that almost try to interact with the judges. This is the time where you are looking at all the judging on the panel, you're acknowledging them. You just want to look comfortable. Maybe you want to play with your hair just a little bit, but you don't want it to be a constant where you're like
Yeah.
hair flip. You want to move just a little bit to show them you're comfortable. But I try to think about like just looking at the judges and showing them, okay, I'm ready to do this. I can hold it.
Yeah. I was
Well,
gonna say, Vanya, what made you go for the blue suit this time over red? Because I'm thinking, hang on a minute, is this because this is the lucky color now from like UK Arnold or yeah.
So yes, so it was definitely a lucky color. So this suit is a little bit is different than the UK suit. It's just a little bit darker. Like we have a little bit darker stone on it. Um, but after Olympia, we love the red. When I try on that suit, that blue suit, the cut was just so perfect.
mhm.
Like the cut was perfect, and like everything fit so right. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna wear blue. And I did bring my red suit as a backup, but I did not touch it. I just knew blue was the
Yeah.
color.
When you know, you know.
Yeah, and when
Yes,
you know, you know.
yes.
I'm I'm going to bring up the award announcement in one moment. But before
Okay.
I do that, Vanya, when you were done with finals, you went backstage. Talk to me a bit more about kind of what was going through your head on how you felt the whole show went in regards to potential placing before you girls all had to come back on stage for the awards.
So are you talking about after confirmation?
Yeah, so you're backstage now. You're backstage waiting to
Uh-huh.
be caught back out for the
Uh,
awards to find out who
uh-huh.
the winner is. Which we
Uh-huh.
know, spoiler alert, we know who won. But what was what was going through your head? What was your coach or maybe what other people were telling you backstage before you were to come back on stage for the final time?
I I was having a good time. I think when they started lining us up, we were taking a picture with Angelica. This was her last moment, so we all were like not crying, but we felt emotional. We took pictures with her. There was talk. I spoke to her multiple times over the weekend. But when we were lined up to just walk on stage, I just right there and then I just prayed and I just asked God, like, whatever happened, just give me the courage to keep going.
Mhm.
Like I just made peace with whatever is next. I don't want to be in the mindset where it's like I'm so stuck on that first place that when I don't get it, like things like that. Like I just changed my mindset to whatever happened tonight was meant to be. Give me the courage to keep going because I'm not going anywhere. I have goals. And it was just like that peace moment of that's fine. Like I am willing to put in the work, and that's exactly what I felt before walking off on that stage.
Well, let's bring it up.
Honestly,
I'm
I,
going, sorry.
I was going to say, I honestly like found my faith last prep.
Hmm.
Um, and like it helped me so much.
Yes.
Like it honestly did. Um, and yeah, it's literally so powerful. Even like to this day, like every day I still pray, and it's just
Yeah.
like I can't actually believe the like shift it's had in me.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
my boyfriend's really religious, and I only started praying for him because of his injury, and
Hmm.
just I knew it would help him because he believed in it, and then I started to believe, and then
That's
yeah,
amazing.
it's history.
Yeah.
It does give you so much peace, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And I mean, I was raised Catholic.
Mhm.
I grew up in Haiti. I went to school for Catholic. It was a little bit different. It was almost like you were forced to go to school, forced to do this. We had to attend like Bible studies and go to church. I mean, I used to go to church twice a week and stuff like that. But as I grew older, it was more like I started believing more and be more spiritual. And
Yeah.
honestly, I have to say it was more like the past, I would say 4 years or 3 years where I really lean on just faith and
Yeah.
just dedicating, like in the morning, like if I need to pray, I'm going to pray. If I need to do my devotion, if I didn't do it in the morning, I'm going to do it at night before I go to sleep. Like I just like put it out there. I talk to God. I trust him. Yeah, especially in time where it's like you're tired, you're hungry, everything hurts, and it's only 3 o'clock. And you're like, how am I gonna get through this workout? And you go back and you think about it, you're like, I don't know where this energy came from. It ain't come from me. It
Yeah.
had to come from somewhere else.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm with you
Yeah,
on that.
yeah.
Fox
Because if
family.
it was for me, I would have been on the couch.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I
So
hear you.
Okay, I'm going to bring up the awards moment. I'm going to try and put the commentary on in the background, but what I also want to know from you, Vanya, maybe just talk us through as well, is we're going to get to the point where it's down to you and Amy. It's just you
okay,
two, nobody else,
okay.
which means the next name that calls out, you're either the winner or runner-up. So
Yeah.
just when I press play, just tell me maybe what's going through your head at the time. What are you doing at this
Okay.
point? So
Okay.
me, okay, where is it? Let's bring up the big moment. What I'll do, I'll try and put the commentary on as well. Can you hear it?
Just wait, hold on.
I can't hear the
I
commentary.
No,
can't
I
hear.
can't hear
Oh, sorry, can you hear it?
No.
it.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
You.
Okay, well, we'll do it without the commentary then, but you can see how this Van, you may
You
as well
put it
just
on mute.
sorry.
It's on mute.
Let me I did have it off mute a moment ago. 1 second.
No, it looks like it's
Oh, nah.
Oh,
Okay,
it's
Vanya.
quite.
So I think the camera is going to turn to you 1 moment. Where you get the
This was the best.
where is it? Where
Iconic. Iconic.
Oh my God, I'm getting chills again. Like my stomach is doing this
Oh,
thing now.
where is it?
Ah,
come on.
I'm probably like jumping. Oh no, not yet.
What did Laura Leach say to you then when she walked past?
She said, "Congratulations, babe." And
Oh,
like before, after prejudging, I went to touch up my makeup, and she was there, and she's like, "I'll be passing my trophy to you." And I was like, "Okay, girl," like
oh.
Oh.
Uh, so right there, when I started like just jumping, y'all, I just wanted to praise. I just wanted to be like, thank God, like just scream. But at the same time, like I'm on TV, like I'm on national TV. This is a big show.
I
I
was
was really trying not to do the ugly cry, but it just came out. Like I just couldn't help myself.
That's real though.
I just couldn't. And like even like Laura Lee, she's like handing me the flower. I'm like, is this real? Like I know I pray about this. I know that one day I was going to be a champion, but I didn't know it was gonna be tonight. Because when they announced Ashlyn as third, that moment I said, okay, if I get
this
second,
moment.
I was like, if I get second, I still accomplished my goal, right? I went up. I'm not third anymore. I got second. So I still did better than I thought I was going to. But when they announced Amy, it was just like, whoa.
Do you remember what Arnold was telling you then?
Oh yes, I do. He told me to stop crying. He was like, because it was the same thing for Arnold UK. Apparently, with Arnold UK, I was like crying. I dropped down. It took me a while to get up. Apparently, the backstory, he was on the side waiting to give me my trophy, and every time he was gonna walk out, I was crying. He was like, so the same thing happened again this year, last weekend, and he's like, "Are you just gonna keep crying every time you win?" And that's when I was like, "Okay, no more crying," and I just started smiling.
Vanya, these are the moments that people remember. Look at all your fellow competitors, all your fellow girls, all coming around you,
Yes.
celebrating with you. I mean, just talk to me about how important that is to have the love of your fellow competitors all come to you, all come to celebrate with you. Nobody is throwing a strop. Everyone's just enjoying this moment.
It's very important. I always treat others with respect. I understand that it's hard work. We all sacrifice things. So like when one person win, I feel like somehow we all kind of has like a little win in our heart because you can tell, you can see, even when the person doesn't share that much on social media, you can feel how hard they work. You can feel like the emotion or like what they went through, like you just think about yourself, what you went through, and you're like, this person probably went to the same or even worse,
Yeah.
you know? And then just looking at like Ashlyn and Jasmine, we've been competing for a while. I think like especially with Jazzy, I think we started, if anything, Jazzy might have started before me, but we've been competing for almost 10 years. So for these ladies to be there and to say, they happy for me, they seen the hard work, it's just I have so much respect for them. So much
Wow.
respect and love for them. And every single one of them that was on stage, they are winners. This was not an easy lineup. All 10 of them brought their best look. I mean, like we all look amazing. I was telling them, like I was backstage, I was like, yeah, I cannot, that might be a lot of information. But I was like, guys, I cannot stop looking at your abs and your glutes. Like everybody's abs and glutes look good.
Bikini girl appreciations. We get it.
Yeah.
We get
And you're
it.
like, geez, you guys look good. Yeah, I respect every single one of them.
Oh, memories to last a lifetime. That is so
Yes,
special.
Vanya,
yes.
look, I don't want to look too far ahead now, but let's just park the Arnolds for one moment. Just for one moment. Because now, look, the game has now changed for you. You
Hmm.
still may have the same plan going forward. I'm sure you still live a life the same way they did before the Arnolds. But
Correct.
how people look at you is completely different. You're the
Yes,
Arnold Classic champion. Not for the
yes.
UK, but yeah, the main one. The main one outside of Olympia. This is the big title, which means some people might say now there's a target on your back. You're one of the girls who is going to be in the running or in a
Hmm.
conversation about the Olympia title come October. Let me
Yes.
drop you a few names. We know Laura Lee is going to be there to defend. We know Ashley is going to be there to try and go for title number 4.
Hmm.
We know, according to Olympia TV, that Jennifer's back. She's going to be going for number 3.
Hmm.
We understand Maureen is back. She wants to go and try and get number 2. And there's, of course, Lisa, who won it. I can't remember what year it was, but that's 5 Olympia champions all in the
Yes.
running for the 2025 title. That's more than any other division at the Olympia, which tells me bikini is the one to watch. And let's throw Vanya in the mix because you are the Arnold Classic champion. Vanya,
Yes.
I know it's too early to say, but just talk to me now, maybe about your mindset going into Olympia because you are now the Arnold Classic champion. That is now must have changed something in your head, taking one of the biggest titles you can win and also beating 2 of the girls who placed above you at the Olympia
Hmm.
2024.
Surely you can see your potential now.
Yes. Yes. Before it was like I see it, but I question it. But now it's just like, oh no, I did that and I can do it again. I think I'm gonna go back to faith. My faith has grown a lot more. And it's something that I pray about. Like God continue to increase my faith, especially in moments of doubt. After this past weekend, it's just like I am so motivated. I'm such a big believer now. It's like going into Arno, I have other people that say, you're good enough. You can do it. Do it. Come on. Like, we believe in you. Now going to Olympia, I'm telling myself, we are going to do this. We're going to do this with God's blessing. I'm putting my whole heart into this. Not that did not put my whole heart into Arnold, but like you said, the mind shift is definitely different. I feel a lot stronger. I know the potential that I have. I know what I need to work on for the Olympia. I got the judges' feedback. Um, and again, I want to continue to be a student of the sport. So if that's the feedback that they want me to work on leading on to the Olympia, that's exactly what I plan to deliver to them.
So what was your feedback?
Yeah, please share it.
Yeah, that was it.
So the feedback was that back leg, honestly.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yes, it was just that back leg to make sure that when I do my front pose, not to put too much pressure on my toe. And I can come in just a tad bit fuller, but not too full. So it's just like a fine line, because it's almost like they don't want to say to come in fuller because they don't want the backside to be fuller. It's just worrying about that leg mainly.
Just the leg.
Yeah. Right. Which, as an athlete, you're like, yeah, how am I gonna fill out one part of my body and everything else don't get filled out? We'll figure it out, but okay. That's bikini for you.
It really is. It's so crazy sometimes. Just the leg. Just the leg.
Yes.
Nothing else. Just change the leg.
But that was
Oh,
the
I'm sure you're going to
feedback.
do it anyway. You're going to change that leg.
Oh, we are. We are.
Are you still aiming for as a plan change in regards to shows? I know New York was still one to do. That's still what, 10 weeks away, I think? It's a week after Pittsburgh. Is that still in the plan?
No, the plan has changed. So we're shutting things down. We go into off season. I definitely need to take care of my injury. I don't know if you guys know, but I had sciatica, something in my sciatic nerve that I missed. I've been having like back problem. It'll go on and off, on and off. But this time and it happened like 4 weeks before the Arnold, which was super annoying. We try to baby it as much as we can, even like going into peak week. The fact that my back pose was probably the best we've seen is crazy because I was having so much pain. It was just on my right leg. Thank God it was just on the one side of my body, my right leg and glutes. But checking in with Kim, I had so much trouble. I mean, I will do my posing and I'll have to take my shoes off because my leg will go numb or my glute will lock. Like, it was just so tight. But we still did what we could. We adjusted my back pose because there was a point where I was hitting my back pose, but I couldn't hold it because I was in pain. So we work on that so much on Friday. Like, every time I check in, we try a different back pose to see which one I can hold, and we find that perfect in between. So I definitely take care of that injury and make sure that when I go into Olympia prep, I'm 100% ready.
What are you doing to treat your sciatica? Because I had it back in 2016. I couldn't drive a car for 3 months. It was that bad.
Really? Well, I hope I get. Well, right now I'm going to a chiropractor and I'm getting a massage. I'm getting
Okay.
body work done. So,
One thing I
and icing. I hate
if you
icing.
one thing I would recommend, and because I did try quite a few things before potentially I was going to do surgery, is I went to a reflexologist, foot
Okay.
doctor, and a lot of the nerves on your right leg actually stems down to your foot. Honestly, I went for 2 sessions, and my God, that solved all my issues. Oh, Kerry's pointing to herself.
Oh, really? Okay.
Had this like the day before I won British, like in 2018, but it put me on crutches the day before. I was still on crutches the day before. I visualized my posing for like weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also had that same treatment because yeah, so I would definitely look into that. It might
But
be something.
I'm definitely gonna do that. But here's the thing: how could I not respect you guys? Yeah, y'all didn't know I was going through that. All we see is just like the beautiful picture, the glam, the love. But that's what I'm saying. Like, these girls, I don't know what they went through to prep. I'm
Yeah,
sure maybe one of them. I'm sure one of them has injured a lower back, because I think that's very common in bikini, back problem, pelvic, because we use that so much. But like, at the end of the day, we still push, although we are in pain. We still like, you know what? I'm gonna figure it out. You're
yeah.
not gonna take me out.
Mm-hmm.
So
for sure.
Molly, I want to throw something to yourself because you predicted correctly that Vanya was going to win the Arnold's.
Yeah.
When we
How
did
did you know?
when we did
Girl,
the prediction, what was your thought process of why you put Vanya at the top ahead of everybody else?
it's so difficult for me to answer, but I definitely feel like I keep harping on about this, but the presentation as well. Like, yes, you've got the most incredible physique, yes, but it stuff like that, in my opinion, is what makes for a really, really elite bikini athlete. It's that you're so different, but like in such an amazing way. The way that you like portray yourself on stage, the confidence, like I feel like I've never watched you pose, Vanya, where anything's been off. Like you're just always
Mm,
on. Everything is
thank you.
perfect. Every step, every eye movement, like, just the whole thing. I think as well though, like the fact that you had won the UK Arnold, I just had a feeling, I can't explain, but what, with my prediction for the whole top five, if you remove Ashlyn from that, I had every single prediction in the right order as well,
Wow.
which I don't know how I managed
She
that.
gonna be a future judge, y'all. She
I
gonna be a future
know.
judge.
Maybe it's a sign. Maybe it's a sign. Maybe it's a sign. Um, but yeah, of course, I think that's a thing. Like, we know it could have gone any which way. Like, there
Mhm,
was points where I was watching the live stream and I was like, Vanya's still my top pick. But like, of course, the prejudging was long. There was a lot of
mhm.
like switch places. And then you start to think, oh, like, could someone else take it? And then I was like, no,
Mhm.
no, no, I'm sticking with my guns here.
Well, thank you so much. That means a
Oh,
lot.
girl, you honestly, you deserve it so much because obviously we talked about your whole journey in, the other episode that we did, and like it was your time. It was.
Thank you.
It's very inspiring as well, just to
Yeah.
see. It,
Oh, we love it. Yes. I
Talking
would be literally sleeping next to it if I had one of those.
talk about inspiring. Before we wrap it up, there is something else that made your moment, Vanya, historical. A historic moment in winning the title, and you may as well just say what made it even more historic because there is a true inspirational message behind it. So I'll let you say it.
First African American Haitian to win the Arnold Classic Miss Bikini International Champion. Woo, woo, that feels good. But after I said it out loud, I had no intention of saying it. Like I knew I was the first one. I knew that I was making history. Um, but that was another thing. I think when I was like jumping in joy, it was just like, what am I gonna say? Oh my God, I'm the winner. There's an interview. Whoa. And then I just started talking and it just came out. Like I just wanted to shout it. And then even when I got off stage, like on the side, I think I told Laura Lee or someone else, I was like, I just said I'm the first African American to win that show. I said it out loud in front of everyone. They're like, yes, you did. Yes, you did. And not a lot of people realize that because when you look at all the other division, African American are dominating, except for bikini. And not a lot of people paid attention to that, noticed that. So when I said it, it was just like, oh, you are so right, you know. So
Now
I'm glad that I said it out loud.
that
I bet you are, honestly.
that gives you a platform now to really push that message and to inspire others to
Yes.
follow in your footsteps. So I'm keen to understand maybe as you obviously built with Olympia, how are you going to use that achievement, that platform that you now have to hopefully inspire those to follow in your footsteps and achieve what you have achieved?
I'm just gonna have to keep reminding like everyone that follows me, like my friends, like just keep putting in the work, believe in yourself. Like even if you believe in yourself, I would say 70, but you need to believe in yourself, even if it's not 100%. You need to believe in yourself. Keep putting in the work. Make sure you have like people around you that believe in you because that's very, very helpful, especially in doubt time. Prep can mess up with our mind, like really, really mess up with your mind. You need your people to pick you up off the floor, to tell you, come on, girl, you got this. I know you're tired, but come on, we have a job to do. Just want to tell everyone, like, you are enough. It can be done. Be patient, you know. That's another thing that I feel like athletes are like, they want to do this, they want to, but they don't realize that some of us have been competing for a long time. So be patient, keep doing it. There is no excuses anymore. Like, I don't see somebody that looks like me. You do now. Like, you can do it. The thing is, are you willing to put in the work and wait? That's it.
There we go.
You're
Yeah.
talking to me. You've got my little cheerleader there, Marnie.
Vanya, before we close it, look, you're the Arnold Classic 2025 champion. I want to hear one more time from you, but do you now believe that you can challenge for the Olympia bikini title?
Ooh, I believe. I
Yes.
believe. I believe that I can. I believe.
Vanya, it's been absolute awesome speaking to you again. Look, I know Kerry and I have said it, and you only got to look through the hundreds of comments that you receive from all a variety of posts on your page, the Arnold page, Gilco's page, every page, how excited people are for you in the future, how happy everyone is on the achievement of what you've done on the weekend just gone. And there's no doubt what you have done is going to inspire people to go and hopefully achieve what you have achieved that weekend just gone. And
Thank
now
you.
all roads lead to Olympia. No doubt we will grab you back again up to it because we've got
Yes.
our own girl, Kerry, who'll be there as well.
Yes.
To be honest, I think I'm gonna get myself to Vegas as well.
Nice
So
going to
Come
Vegas.
on.
Oh,
the
Come
team
on.
trip.
you
Oh,
are.
it's so special. Yeah, I don't want to miss this. I feel like it's all going to be going down in October. We're counting down now already.
It's gonna be a good show. It's gonna be a good show. I mean, thank you for having me. You guys even, I feel like our last talk, yeah, we're like, come on, girl, just say you're gonna be the winner. And I'm like, I don't know. So, thank you for believing in me. I mean, the love that I've received from everyone is amazing. And I just hope to always return that type of love. Like, it's always gonna be, you want to have the positive energy, the positive love, because what are we gonna do with the negative? Like, we have to look at things in a positive way.
Sure.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
Tanya, you've been amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.